I'm going to try and explain something to you real simple. I'm the only one that can give you this information because I'm the only one that understands it. You won't find Steve Bannon discuss it. You won't find that Andrew Branca, I think is how you say his name, discuss it. You won't find Benny Johnson discuss it. You won't find Mark, the pollster, Rasmussen polling, discuss it. You won't find anybody discussing it. Hell, the chief don't even understand all this, I don't think. You won't find the jobs chick. You won't find Amanda discussing it. But this is the most important, essential thing. I do not understand for the life of me why Steve Bannon doesn't latch on to this. Anyway, let's try and explain it to you. We're going to start out simple and add on to it. You see this chart here? The green marker is jobs created. This is real data. Comes from the total non-farm payroll. Each year's gain is calculated by subtracting the previous year's gain. So in other words, you start off with $1 million this year, and you had $1.5 million at the end of the year, you created 500,000 jobs. This shows exactly. You'll see the Corona subprime, not Corona. You'll see the subprime markets crisis here. You'll see the Corona scam right here. The data is accurate to the penny. I spent all day verifying it. The orange bars, or orange line, is your work visas. H-1B, H-2A, H-2B, L-1, E-2, O-1, and TN visas. See how for the last 3 years or so, these kids ain't finding jobs, neither are their parents. The reason why is the number of work visas, when you combine all of them together, exceeds the number of jobs that we're creating. This is like having a gas tank in your car that holds 20 gallons, and you try to put 100 gallons in it. What happens? Yeah, it all goes on the ground everywhere. This is what's happened to the American workers, because these foreign-born workers are being put to the head of the line, whether it be a caste or nepotism or just down outright corruption. They're being moved to the headline. So these Americans, they ain't finding jobs. But this ain't as bad as it gets. We have not even added in the OPT or the EAD visas. That'll add substantially more. In other words, this line should be way the hell up here. You want to see where the American jobs are going to be here at the end of this year? See this bottom area right here? That's about where Trump's going to create, how many jobs Trump's going to create this year, about 1 million jobs. Don't believe me? Come on, folks. Y'all need to pay attention. Either that or go put your dunce hats on, one of the two. This here is all the job creation that's been done since January 2022. Right here at this end here, that's what jobs Trump is creating. Granted, he's out there, man, he's like a big old blowhard. He's telling you he's creating all these. He ain't doing shit. Excuse my language. Right now, this December's almost over. The reason I can safely say he's only created about 1 million jobs or less, right now we're at 933,000. See right there? That totals up every one of these numbers. So he's going to be at or less than 1 million jobs for this year. So that means there we go. Pull it all back up. A lot of buttons, folks. That's why it takes time sometimes. There's your jobs. See that upper arrow there I got? Visas, work visas, are going to be about there. If we factored in the OPT and EAD visas and the F1, remember them school visas, student visas, everybody says they don't work. Those are students, you can't count them. But yeah, how many stories have we seen where they're working and getting caught working? Now, the Secretary of Labor and Trump and Stephen Miller and all them, they don't want you to know this is happening. If I had the money to campaign against Cornyn and Paxton and Hunt, my whole campaign ads would be made off this chart right here. This is why Americans can't find work. See, back here around 2003, that's when people like Mike Emmons and myself first got forced out. Back then, there was a big gap between the jobs that were created and how many visas were issued. But it's been coming on strong, baby. If you's a betting man, visas are going to take all the jobs. Now, I know that Trump says that it ain't happening. I am so tired of his lying and getting by with it. Let me show you what's happening. Let's pull this back up here. We go down here. This is the native-born workers. It's gone down, been going down steadily since January 2022. Actually, a lot longer, but anyway, that's all I'm showing. Went up and flattened out. You can't tell which way it's going to go right now. Same thing with foreign-born. It's been going steadily up, and it went down and flattened out. Depending on which of these two charts, which way they go, that's going to determine where this goes. Can't make it no simpler, folks. Trump swore up and down, so did that Secretary Chavez or whatever her name is. Visa foreign-born workers didn't get any jobs this month. Bullshit. They got 58,000. Native-born workers got 114,000. The numbers don't lie, folks. Every time foreign-born goes up 0.02%, native-born goes down 0.02%. Been happening since the beginning of time. The data goes all the way back to January 2007. Can't make it any simpler, folks. But it's not up to me. It's up to you. Do you want jobs? Then you need to tell those people you follow, I don't care who they are, if they're Neil Monroe at Breitbart or Ron Hera or CIS, Mark Krikourian, I think his name is, or any of the other ones. You need to ask them, why in the hell are you not talking about how many damn jobs are created in America? Period. We want to know how many jobs were created each month, each year, since the beginning of time. We want you to analyze the hell of it. And then we want you to compare the number of work visas issued against it so we can better understand, and the American public will understand why we can't find goddamn jobs. I don't know about you folks, I'm sick of living out of the garage, no damn bathroom, no income. I hear from these ladies, these husbands, these mothers, their kids graduate top honors. Can't find a damn interview. People losing their houses, having to pay their taxes with a damn credit card, which they'll probably eventually lose that too. I'm sick of it. I want somebody who's going to put Americans back to work in America. Nobody else. I'm not interested in fucking Israel, or India, China, anywhere. I want the Americans put first, and so do you. So you got to get off your butt, and you got to contact Steve Bannon if you know him, or Alex Jones, or anybody, and make them watch this goddamn video until they understand what the hell's going on. Either that or just give up and turn over and kiss your ass goodbye, because you can forget about jobs in America. Now, for those wondering how to contact me, there it is. It's not rocket science. I bring this stuff out every damn day. I'm the only one that seems to get it. You can't have jobs if you got more workers than you do jobs. And not a goddamn one of them is discussing how many jobs we create. That's like going cross country from California to Maine and putting $1 worth of gas in it and praying I hell you get there. That's the stupidest goddamn thing. And you got all the ammunition you need. Let's turn this off. We'll pull this over one more time. Trump is not creating jobs. Period. 64,000 jobs were created this month. They're trying to blow smoke and mirrors up your ass saying, oh, foreign-born didn't get any jobs at all. Well, you've seen the evidence. They did. I update this thing every time they release a new set of data. If you want jobs, you have to demand jobs. And you can't do it by saying, well, maybe they get it next time. There ain't no goddamn next time. Enough of this.